Hello my friends, Erez Avramov here, founder of Life Rebuilder Academy. Today I really want to talk to you about a subject that has been a struggle for my journey rebuilding my life. And I don't know where you are on your journey of rebuilding your life, be that an emotional event that happened to you, or a physical injury, or a disease, or someone you love is going through something very difficult and you're trying to support them and yet support yourself within that process. So I want to share with you something that I have struggled with when I started my journey. And it began after my first devastating car accident, where I was left broken into 1,000 pieces. I was disabled. I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk. I couldn't take myself to the bathroom to that level. I couldn't get myself out of bed on my own. It was a very, very difficult time physically that over time has taken over my mind, has taken over my thoughts. I started to be very hard on myself. I should be able to do it on my own. Nobody should support me like this. I'm a big man, I'm a strong man. How can it be that I'm broken like this to 1,000 pieces and I need to be taken care of, to be showered, to be cared for physically, to be fed, to be helped to get from my bed to a wheelchair. It was a very, very difficult place to be in. And what has happened, and maybe you can relate to it, is that we start to be very hard on ourselves. We start to speak in a very negative voice. We start to degrade ourselves and we just don't acknowledge where we're at. We don't acknowledge the place we are in. And what I have found, and I've seen this across the board with other fellow life rebuilders and people that have had to rebuild their life from rock bottom, really. And they had to show up from the little steps during the day that are just getting out of bed sometimes. You know, my recent heart attack was so emotional. It was so difficult to cope with. I couldn't wake up in the morning and get myself out of bed. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what's going to happen. How am I going to deal with the day? My life was just turned upside down. Is it going to happen again? My business stopped. My life stopped. My children were, under this enormous anxiety. My wife started to react and got sick after that. And those places are so difficult and are so harsh. And I know that you've experienced them. Maybe you're there now, maybe you've had those experiences, maybe you have someone that you know that goes through this. And what I want to share with you today is the ability to celebrate and acknowledge the small successes. You know, for some reason in our culture, we are educated to be goal-oriented and strive for those big goals of life, right? Oh, I want to travel the world. I want to earn $1 million. I want to do this and do that. And it's all those external, huge goals. And anything below that doesn't count. And what happens when we hit rock bottom, when we experience this blast radius event, is that we cannot see that we are in a place that the small successes are huge. You know, when I was able to pick myself up from bed, get in the wheelchair and get in the bathroom, it was huge. But it wasn't good enough for me, right? Oh, I should be able to walk. I should be able to deal with everything. I should be able to work. All of that, I could, I would, drove me insane. And I'm sure you go through the same thing. We allow our mind and our thoughts to take over and basically take us down. And what I've learned over time is that the identification and the acknowledgement of the small steps. It could be for you to wake up in the morning and actually drag yourself out of bed. Maybe just prepare yourself breakfast. Maybe pick up the phone and call a friend or a family member. After 10 days, you weren't even able to talk to anybody and the depression was so hard. Those little successes count like they're gold. They are gold. Now, there is one thing that I know today, and I've seen it 1,000 times. You already have it within you, the power, the capacity, and the ability to recover and to rebuild your life. But you may not be able to see it right now. This is where, the Life Rebuilder became my life mission, because I see it in people. I see it in you. And yet, I know you cannot see it. I couldn't see it in myself. Several times I went through devastation. Each and every time I fell back into that place of darkness, into that place of inability to acknowledge and accept where I'm at, and just start and work from there and be at peace with it and understand, wow, life changed. Now everything has to change. I need to change. I need to build up my life. I need to now just reach for those small, minuscule goals. Those could be the tiniest things throughout the day. Seriously, as I said, get yourself out of bed, make some breakfast, feed yourself with something nutritious that you know will help you instead of gravitating to the junk food or this emotional food that you usually default to. Pick up the phone and try and speak to someone. I know how difficult it is when we are in those places, but we cannot get out of them on our own. We need to build a support team. We need people around us to lift us, to take us away from the darkness and bring some of their light and help us see that. So my friends, I really hope that today, if there's anything you can take from this video, is that you need to start and see the small goals as huge successes when you achieve them. And they could be the most minuscule ones. And I know that in your head, if you're like me, you're the high achiever. No, I should do more. I should be able to run. I should be able to do this. I should be able to manage my life within 2 weeks after devastation happened. Well, I'm sorry, but life changed. Life changed in a big way. And the adaptation to it and the adjustment takes time. It takes self-respect. It takes a lot of inner strength to look yourself in the eye and say, wow, I now need to step into this. I now need to not be hard on myself, not allow that negative thinking and that negative talk take over, because they will keep you down. Trust me, I've spent months beating myself up. I'm not good enough. I should do better. I should be in a better place. It should be more than where I'm at right now. All of those things goes against you, not support you. And just to see that, just to understand that, and celebrate when you achieve those little goals, you are so powerful. You cannot still see that. I see it already in you. I know you have it. I've been in it. I was gifted this present that allows me to now share what I have seen. And it's in you. You can do it. At the beginning, it looks impossible. I know. It seems as if there is no way out. It's the darkest place. It's the most horrific thing that you can even imagine. And maybe you can't even see yourself getting to next day. But you can. You have it. And if anything today, my friends, I want to share with you, acknowledge where you are. Accept where you are. Don't try and strive to these humongous goals that, again, they're good to have, but be realistic with yourself where you are. If you went through, here's an example, a physical injury, it takes time for the body to recover. You need to help it recover. You need to take care of your nutrition, of your sleep, of your stress, of your mental thoughts, of your capacity to handle and allow space for healing. You need to create that. You need to give this to you as a present. But if you're not, if you're hard on yourself, if you try and power up and say, oh, no, I'm just going to go through this. It doesn't matter. I fight the pain. I fight it. I'm going to still do 1,000 things that I planned. It will backfire and it will go against you. So please, my friends, today, my biggest message to you, you already have everything you need in order to recover and build up and rebuild. But be patient. Take it one step at a time. Acknowledge where you are. Celebrate those little successes. Celebrate that you woke up today and you're able to get out of bed. Celebrate the fact that maybe you went out for coffee with a friend or a friend came in and just shared some time with you. Celebrate those small successes. They will serve you tremendously. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, do me a favor, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I release this content every week, new content. This is the Life Rebuilder Nuggets, Life Rebuilder Lessons. You know, we are on a journey here to rebuild life and to take it to a higher and higher level. And what I share with you here weekly are things that will give you a bigger perspective, that will be thought-provoking, that will help you shift how you see things, how you see yourself in this world and on this journey. They are extremely beneficial, and if you want to keep and stay in touch with me, do that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Another way to stay in touch with me is to go on my website, erezavramov.com, and subscribe to my mailing list. I release as well, every week I release ideas and concepts and actionable, implementable strategies on how to use certain things in life when you're on the life rebuilder journey, and they are extremely beneficial. So you can do both. Now, for those of you who stayed with me for so long, I have a gift for you. I have a present, something that I'm very proud of, something that I have started to implement about 2 years in my life and has really made a tremendous change and shifted things in a very, very noticeable way. So I decided to create a workbook around it and give it to you for free, because this is a needle mover. This is a program I call How to Make Your Day a 10. And I'm very proud of this little puppy, because this is something that I have implemented in my life. It has helped me, my wife, my children, my colleagues, my partners. This is something that is actionable things you do every day, small things. Now, it's not the, general affirmations or dream big or, think about general things. These are implementable steps, actionable steps that you take every day. This workbook will help you identify what they are. There are little things that you do for yourself, and those are little things that you do for your wife, for your partner, for your colleague, for your children, that create a condition that your day can become a 10. Now, a 10 is the highest level of a day, and a 10 is something personal for you. So I will help you on this process to identify what they are and how to implement them. This is a beautiful program. I highly recommend it. I created it especially for you, and you can get it for free. You can go to erezavramov.com/10 and download this workbook, or there's a link down below. You can use it, enjoy it. It takes about 30 days, as you know, to implement certain actions and create habits. So there's also a 30-day challenge in here as well. So I hope you enjoy it. Share with me your results, share with me your process. I love to hear it. I hear it all the time, how impactful it is. Simple, 2 to 3 minutes a day. This is all it takes, right? So go ahead, grab yours for free and share with me how you've done.